Hello world, this is the third video in my Home Assistant playlist on my channel where I'm building my own digital assistant named Shane, like Jarvis from the Iron Man movies and comics. I'm primarily using the Python programming language, and there won't be any Python coding in this video, but we will be checking out how to add a Reolink camera to your Home Assistant. So here we are on the Reolink website, and we're going to click shop. But before you do any of this, I'll put this link in the description, but this is the GitHub for the Reolink Home Assistant integration. And if you scroll all the way down, there are cameras that it says it will not support. Unfortunately for me, I bought one of these cameras. I bought the E1 Pro, and it's super cool, and it sucks that it's not supported. But I also bought another one that is supported, which we'll take a look at now. But before you buy any Reolink camera for Home Assistant, now you can use the native app and it'll still work. But if you want to integrate it into your Home Assistant, then take a look at these, because these are not supported. So going back to Reolink, and I'll show you what that one looked like. So I went here, Wi-Fi security cameras, and here we are. We have an E1 Zoom, an E1 Pro, and an E1. So I brought this E1 Pro, and it is just super cool. It's pan, tilt, and zoom, or pan and tilt, two-way audio. It connects real easy, and I'll show you that in a second. For the other camera, and so night vision, it moves between night vision and day vision seamlessly, and I use it to spy on my cat. But I was disappointed to find out it's not supported, and I wish I knew about this first, so that's what I'm telling you. But what I did buy, another one, was these Wi-Fi security cameras, and I bought this RLC 410W. So let's check that one out. And it's waterproof. It does some personal and vehicle detection. And this video is not sponsored by Reolink. They have never contacted me, and I don't have any affiliate links as well. And so it's a dual band Wi-Fi security camera. I bought the black one. And 4 megapixels, dual band, all of that. And so this is the one that we'll be setting up. And so once you buy it, you're going to unbox it, connect it straight to your router, and then download the app. And that's where we'll be taking off from here. So before we do, please consider subscribing to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment, and tell me what cameras you have bought and what cameras you're using for Home Assistant. So let's go to our smartphone now and check that out. So go ahead and open the app, press the plus button in the upper right, and then find the QR code that's on the camera. Mine is right here. And I'll say adding and then connecting to your device. Mine says connection failed. I think that's because the router that my ISP gave me sucks. But go ahead and I just press retry. Hopefully yours connects right away. Then you'll need to set up a username and password. I'm leaving mine as admin for this YouTube video, but I'm going to change it in the future for security purposes. And then enter a password and remember both, and then press access. And now your camera should be up. So I didn't have mine on my home Wi-Fi, so I had to go through my cellular data because I have LTE, as you can tell on top. So here I am, cheese. All right, now you can press the gear icon in the upper right to access the settings of that individual camera. Now you press camera 1 at the top. And now you should see the network. And there's the IP address, but that's the IP address of it connected to the router. So if you plan to keep your camera connected to the router, then go ahead and jot this IP address. But when you unplug it after we connect to the Wi-Fi, go back and get the IP address from your Wi-Fi. So now we're back here. Go ahead and you can add it to Wi-Fi by clicking network. Find your Wi-Fi that you're connected to. So my current Wi-Fi is different, so I selected a new one. And then you enter the password of your Wi-Fi. And then after you've done this, you can unplug your camera from the router, get out of the app and go back in, and now you have your Wi-Fi enabled camera. And now you can go back into settings and get the IP address, because we'll need that when we go into hacks in Home Assistant to set it up. So there you go. Now we have our Wi-Fi connected, and we can stream it again to check. And we are now on Wi-Fi on this camera. And that's my cat, Cinnamon. Hi, Cinnamon. All right, so now let's go into... Okay, so now that the camera has been installed through your router and you set up your username and you have your IP address, now you can unplug it from your router and connect to your Wi-Fi, as I showed you in the video. So we're going to start off with hacks, and make sure you've watched the previous video, because we set up our Home Assistant in the first video in this playlist, and in the previous video we set up Hacks, the Home Assistant community store, and you can watch that video by clicking here. So let's go ahead and click on Hacks, Integrations. Alright, and then we're going to press these three dots at the top right. We're going to go to Custom Repositories, and from this repository what we're going to do is copy and paste this GitHub, and like I said, I will leave a link in the description. So let's copy and paste that, and we're going to click Integration for the category and press Add. Okay, so there are new repositories here. So let's click on that. There you go. It looks like it's all good. This is kind of the code behind it. And what you want to do is click Download. And this is the most current version right here. Sorry, let me move my camera. And so just go ahead and download. Okay, so it didn't give you any notification that it downloaded. All right, now we go back to Hacks, and it says you have one integration for which a restart is required. You can do that in the System section, or you can just press this Navigate and press Restart. So I'm going to cut and come back once it's restarted. All right, so it says Home Assistant has been started. So now we can go to New Devices Discovered. We have to discover new devices on your network. Check it out. Alright, and so as you can see, the Reolink is not on there, but it did find my TV, which is funny. But we can go ahead and click Add Integration, and we're going to search for Reolink IP camera. And now the configuration wizard will start. Okay, so that took a little longer, but the host, so this is where we type in the IP address that we saved. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now, this is different than the IP address that you saw when we had it connected directly into our router. So make sure if the IP address changed on you, go ahead and restart your app and look for the IP address, and it might have changed when you switched it to a Wi-Fi camera. And there we go. Success. So created configuration for Camera 1, and we found the following devices. I'm not going to share the area for this right now, so let's go Finish. And now we have Reolink 1 IP camera. And so now we can go to Configure if we want. And as you can see, there's just some options right here. All right, and then if we go to Overview, Camera 1, so now you can click Overview, And now we have this camera set up, and this is currently my dashboard. It's all default right now, and so right now we have an idle camera. It's not showing very well. It looks like it's on, but it's taking snaps at a time. But we won't be connecting this. We won't be creating a dashboard in this video. That will be in the next video. And so I hope you like this. Please stay tuned and subscribe to my channel to continue watching me build my own home assistant. And thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.